Is he under pressure for his job?
Look, I think his job is safe. He's only been the Chelsea manager for just over 2 months. Obviously, results recently have not been good, but he's under no more pressure than any other Chelsea manager would be, or any other manager would be at any level of the game. It's a cliche, but it's the results business. If you actually look at his record, he's been the Chelsea manager for 18 games. He's won 9 of those games. He has drawn 3, and I think he's lost 6. The only teams he's lost to, twice against PSG, twice against Arsenal, and once against Newcastle. There you go. So his record is actually not as bad as people are making out. I think one of those losses, actually, the first one was at Fulham, where he wasn't actually on the bench. So technically, he wasn't really in charge of that game, although the statistics would say that he was the manager at the time they lost that game. So let's not get carried away. Yes, it was really, really bad the way Chelsea lost to PSG over 2 legs, but there's still a lot to play for this season. Chelsea really, really need to qualify for the Champions League again. They've still got a chance of winning the FA Cup. I totally understand the reason why a lot of Chelsea fans are really upset at the moment. But of course, Rosenior has to sort things out quickly. And as we heard from him earlier this afternoon, he knows how much pressure goes with the Chelsea head coach job.
When you lose games, it's always a damage attached to it. But there's also me. Yeah, I'm learning about the team, I'm learning about myself and my staff and the club, and I learned a lot this week. What I do know is that there's a resilience and a determination to put things right for myself and the team, and we'll see in the coming weeks what happens, which I'm very, very confident about. I've got a very resilient group, I've got a very resilient staff, and we know we need to put things right. We have 8 huge games left in the Premier League, plus a cup competition that we want to win. So we're still in a place where we can affect things in a positive way. I'm aware, if I don't win at this football club as the manager, and if we don't win as a team, I'm very aware now that anything goes. The reality now is that I need to help this club and I need to help my players perform to win games of football. And if I don't, then maybe if I breathe wrong or sneeze wrong, or it's going to be spoken about.
Yeah, attacked from without. Is he being attacked from within? Because once again, his team leaked, this time before the PSG game. Come on, who's the mole?
I mean, that's a good question. There has been a little bit of a mole hunt going on at Stamford Bridge and also Chelsea's training ground at Cobham. The background to this story is that the games against PSG, both times, the starting 11 was leaked to the French media. So Chelsea have been trying to find out who's been leaking the team. Now, your question is a little bit loaded because you seem to be suggesting that it's a member of the team, it's one of the players, and that would seem to suggest that there's an issue with the players as well. But we are led to believe that it was not one of the players. There has been a leak, but it is external. I think in these kind of situations, I don't know 100% who the actual person is, but I would assume perhaps it could be the agent of one of the players, an intermediary, a friend of one of the players. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But Rosenior was asked about this earlier today, and he basically said, look, we've got to the bottom of it. We've dealt with it.
Yeah, we know. We know, yeah, and it's not come from any place of malicious intent to me or to the team. We know where it's come from, and we've dealt with the situation.
Finally, Carve, for the moment, Enzo Fernandez, not happy on Tuesday, cast doubt about his future. What have you got on that?
Yeah, look, of course he was not happy because Chelsea were knocked out of the Champions League. He gave an interview to a South American journalist after the game, and during that interview, he seemed to suggest that perhaps his future was elsewhere, although I think we have to be really, really careful about what he said. If you actually look at what he said, he basically said, look, there's still a lot to play for at the moment. We got the FA Cup as well, and then there's the World Cup, and then who knows, let's see what happens after that. But the bottom line is, He's got a contract at Chelsea until 2032. He is not for sale. The player's not for sale. But if somebody was to make an extraordinary offer, if Real Madrid were to come along and put £150 million on the table, I'm sure Chelsea would look at it because every player has his price. But that doesn't mean the player's for sale. He's not for sale. And the good news for Chelsea fans is that their head coach today said, this morning, I spoke to the player. He's very, very happy at Chelsea and he's totally committed to the club.
I had a great conversation with Enzo at length this morning before training, not just about his comments, just how he was feeling, how as a team we can improve. He's one of the captains of the club. What I would say is that he made it really, really clear to me how happy he is here at this club, how much he wants to win, how passionate he is for us to be successful. And he also said that in translation and in emotion, things get misconstrued in what he said. So for me, he's fully committed to this group. He's fully committed to win here at this football club.